Now we're talking, guys. Stocks are rebounding very nicely today with the S&P up over 0.75%, and that's not even the most green index by a mile here, guys. The Russell's up 2.2, the Nasdaq's up 1.3, and the Dow's up over 1%. So we have to break down the charts. A couple stocks I'm watching right now, a couple that just reported earnings, and we'll break down just a bunch of stocks here and overall where my head's at in this market, as we're seeing a very sharp rebound into Nvidia's earnings, which, oh, by the way, those are after the bell today. So we have a lot to cover. Hit the like button, subscribe, join my Patreon for my portfolio updates and my private Discord if you guys are interested. That's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocks-surfest.com/Patreon. And now, cheers, guys. Got my water for this one. Let's dive into it. So again, green across the board, and we're seeing a lot of green in the small caps and in the Qs. Tech, right? We have a lot of these AI stocks that were down yesterday, the day before that. Those are starting to rebound, man, and rebound in a major way. ARM Holdings is up 13%. Lam Research, which, oh, by the way, I bought yesterday, that's up over 5%. We have Applied Materials up around 4%. Micron about 4%. Very nice day for these AI stocks heading into Nvidia's earnings, and we can see the Qs are now up again 1.3%, and we're starting to make a move back over these moving averages on the 30-minute chart, which excuse me, guys, which we were under them for a little bit here. You guys can see we hit 722, started trending under the moving average on this 30-minute time frame for a couple of days. Now we're starting to gain momentum out of it, as on the 5-day 5-minute, you're noticing the reversal as well. We're making higher highs, higher lows. This is a good sign heading into earnings. And again, if Nvidia, like I said in my last video, if it rips after earnings, oh, you know where the Qs are going, right? All the other tech stocks too. It's going to drag up everything. You know, it obviously has that power, which all you guys know at this point, with it being $5.5 trillion, whatever it's at, heading into the earnings report. So at this point, man, there's obviously a lot of excitement. Every index is up. A lot of these AI stocks are up. Again, Micron up 4%, SanDisk up a little bit, 1%, not too bad. ARM Holdings is up 13-14%. Let's see, SOX is up about 4%. You know, SMH is up about 3.2. So we're seeing a big move in a lot of these stocks today, as Nvidia is currently up about 2%. And like I said in my previous video, I think, you know, I thought it was going to run all day, and it pretty much did. You know, it ran a good chunk up to 226. We've been consolidating a little bit here the last 2-3 hours, and I wouldn't be surprised now if we ran again into close into that report. And then at that point, it's anybody's best guess what's going to happen. So let me see what earnings we have to talk about here that just came out. We had Target, which they reported decent numbers. They actually double beat, and their stock's down 5%, but it's still up over 20% year to date. You guys can see it's been a great year for Target, honestly. The chart looks great too, but when you pull the layers back, you're like, oh, Target's still struggling in the grand scheme of things to get out of the hole that they've been in, as they're now down from all-time highs 55%. Still, even as they're up 20% this year so far. So Target, let's see these numbers, and I'm pretty sure their CapEx went up, which maybe investors don't like that part of their earnings. We can see they reported adjusted EPS of $1.71 versus $1.46. Okay, that beat, on sales of $25.43 billion versus $24.63. So they beat revenue by about $1 billion. That's great. They beat EPS by 25 cents. And again, the stock's still down. So it's got to be that CapEx. We can see they raised their full year sales for 26 from 106 billion roughly to now 108 to 109.5 billion versus 107.2 billion. So even as they guided up for sales, the stock's still down on a double beat too. So it's like, what is going on here? I guess Target's out of favor. I mean, it has been, but they have slowly been turning around. Now they're getting more into groceries, food. I think I saw some news regarding, I guess, what's it called? The beauty section of the store. I don't know what you call that, but whatever. We saw some news regarding that. But I think the fact that they're moving more towards necessities, that's why Walmart's been kicking their butt for years, guys. And they're in different categories, kind of. People go to Target for things they don't necessarily need. I mean, yeah, there's food, there's you can get certain things there that are necessities, of course, right? But Walmart, man, they have the best pricing, and it's mostly things that, there are things that you don't need at Walmart, but a lot of it is cheap necessities, and that's the market they cater to. And again, they've just been crushing Target in terms of just overall business, the stock price, right? And it's obvious why. And Target's trying to turn that around, and they're doing a decent job, I would say. But still, there's a lot of room to go, right? A lot of room to go. That's just my opinion. So that's a quick rundown. Stocks down probably because of the CapEx going up, I think to $5 billion for the year, something like that. So Lowe's also reported earnings. We had actually Home Depot yesterday. Let me show you guys these numbers. So Lowe's was this morning. Their stock's down about $70 from recent highs, about 25%. And Lowe's reported earnings per share, let's see, adjusted $3.03 versus $2.97 expected on sales of 23.07 versus 22.97 billion. So double beat out of Lowe's. Looks like they affirmed their full year adjusted EPS guidance, and they actually affirmed their sales guidance as well. Not too bad. Not too bad. Anything else? Anything on the dividend? I don't see anything on the dividend here, guys. And overall, the fact that we took out the lows, I'm not going to lie, chart-wise from November, that's not a good sign. We hit 220 back in November. Now I guess we're back over 220, but we got down at 208, which is not a good sign. And on the 3-year chart, the chart still looks pretty good, right? You'll notice we're more towards the bottom of this range. Not bad, but you got to be careful. If this somehow slips under 200, I mean, there could be a big gap down to the mid-high 100s, no doubt about it. So Home Depot also reported they're up 2.5% today, but yesterday they got down at 289. Did anybody buy that dip? I was watching it, but I didn't, and now it's up 6% off that point. You guys know how that goes, right? So let's see. Home Depot, I should have covered their earnings yesterday, but I forgot. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Adjusted EPS, $3.43. That beat the $3.41 expected on sales of $41.76 billion versus $41.53. So a double beat for Home Depot. Q1 comparable sales up 0.6%. Comparable sales in the U.S. up 0.4%. Okay, not bad. They raised their full year outlook, but it looks like it wasn't enough initially. But now it's the day after. We've had time to digest earnings, and boom, it's ripping with the entire stock market. Cheers to that, Home Depot. All right. Not bad. And by the way, it's taking out multi-day highs here, which is a good sign for the stock. And we can see here on the 20-day, it's starting to take out that 180 moving average. I like that as well. But man, this thing's been downtrending for months. And here on the 4-hour chart, it doesn't look so great. It does not look so great. But here on the max, you realize, it's probably going down maybe towards this 180 moving average, maybe in the mid 200s is where it could get to. At that point, yeah, I think Home Depot would be a great buy judging off the charts. And we had earnings from Cava. I know some of you guys probably eat there a lot. I go there once in a blue moon. I think the food's pretty solid, but I just don't get there enough. And they reported earnings, and their stock's currently up about 4%. Yesterday, the earnings came out in the aftermarket. The stock shot up, and it went up even more in the pre-market towards open today. We got to $88, guys. So this honestly could be a decent opportunity. As Cava has sold off, I'm watching this potentially as a trade. I like the way it's opening up a gap here, but you got to be careful of the head and shoulders on the 4-hour chart. So I would actually prefer it to break 90, but then again, it's like at that point, you might have missed a lot of the moves. So another way to look at it, you could be like, oh, trade it from 81 back up to 86, 88, sell it, boom, wait till it breaks 90. If it does, re-enter on the momentum. That's a way to look at it too. So Cava reported, let's see here, guys. EPS, 20 cents versus 17 cents expected. Sales, $438 million versus $411 million. So double beat out of Cava. Looks like here they raised their full year 26 outlook, increasing same-store sales growth forecast from 3 to 5% to now 4.5 to 6.5%, and adjusted EBITDA guidance from 176 to 184 million now to 181 to 191 million, and they expect to open 75 to 77 new restaurants. So Cava's putting up some good numbers, guys. Good guidance. They're raising it. And, for me, I don't know about you, whenever I do go to Cava, although, again, it's not all the time, it's barely, but, man, that line's always out the door to the point where I'm like, I might as well go somewhere else, go to Chipotle. And actually, I've done that before. I don't like waiting. Sometimes, guys, I don't have patience. That's just how I am sometimes. And I'm like, why wait 15 minutes here when I know Chipotle doesn't have a line? And honestly, I think Chipotle, call me crazy, but I like their food more than Cava. Sometimes when I go to Cava, I get, there's almost too much in the bowl. You have tzatziki, you have hummus, you have the corn, you have the pickled onions, you have the cucumbers, you have the rice, you have the meat, 2 different kinds of meat, you have 3 sauces with crumbled feta. And I'm like, look, I'm Greek, I love this kind of stuff, don't get it twisted. But it's like, sometimes when I eat that stuff, man, sometimes when I eat Cava especially, my stomach's turning the next day or that night. But that's TMI, guys. We're not going to get too further into that. But yeah, Cava's great, but sometimes it's too much. Sometimes Chipotle is just way more simple. I like whatever. That might just be me. And don't get me wrong, I love tzatziki, I love feta, I love all that. Like I said, I'm Greek, guys. But man, Cava they almost overdo it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I guess that might just be me, because at the end of the day, you select what you want. Maybe I just overdo it, and it's my fault. Honestly, it's my fault, guys. I take that back. But yeah, that's a quick rundown on Cava. A couple stocks here. The AI stocks are looking just fine, and I think, honestly, man, everybody's expecting a drop on Nvidia, but what if it just does the opposite, right? What if it tricks us? Everybody's expecting, it ran into earnings. It's done that the last couple of times, and then it's tanked, right? What if this time's different? It might be, man. It might be. Nvidia's up 1.4%. I think they're going to have a grand slam report. Very good guidance. And honestly, I'm going on the other side here. I think we're going to be higher. I think we're going up. I think best case scenario, this rips 240, 250 after earnings. That would be a dream scenario. But I think we steadily go up after earnings, man. I think we go at least 230, and we'll see where we go from there. But I'm not in the camp that thinks we're going back to 190. And maybe I eat my words tomorrow and we're at 190. That would suck. But then again, I would just add more. Because like I've said with Nvidia, man, it's a long-term position, and the short term is just noise, right? You have to take advantage of the short-term selling and look at it long term. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join my Patreon for my portfolio updates and my private Discord. That's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.